Hi everybody. Here is Andrea De Favri from Sales Department at Keyline. But thank you all for being here today at the webinar regarding the Sigma Pro, our top of the range machine. I kindly ask you to wait a couple of minutes to have other people to join us at this webinar. So we will start immediately. Thank you. Okay, well, we have enough attendance and others will join us later because we don't have much time, unfortunately, to stay with you today. Well, again, who join us now, thanks for attending this webinar related to the Sigma Pro, our top-of-the-range machine for safe keys. It could be mortise, double-bitted, but not only, could be keys like special disc lock, like Abloy, iBoost, to mention some brands, and others, Tibe for automotive application. Well, you will see all the features demonstrated by my colleague Massimo. Just a few words to describe what is nice of this machine, what is impressive of this machine, what makes this machine at the top of the range in the market for this kind of machine. So first of all, it's a machine with a digital camera. And it's not just cool features, but this digital camera together with a powerful software permits the user, so we have this machine, to perform some operation on the keys. It is possible only to skilled people, to skilled locksmith or lock specialists, you know, to serve locks, like rebuild keys from broken teeth, rebuild the keys from no keys, so by code, design your data card to cut keys. Other features are, for example, like saving in archive the keys. Consider this machine allowed you to store the records of your customers, or a combination of a key, of a photo of a key. So if the key is not present into the database, it is really remarkable that you can save the image and then reprocess this image later on to duplicate the key. What else? Well, another nice feature of this machine is it's fully automatic. Imagine the shop that is full with customer to attend. We hope soon within this situation now with the COVID. But this machine, once you launch the job, is completing the duplication, the cutting of the key automatically. So while the machine is cutting, you can serve the next customer or the next task to your customer. So this is something relevant for everyday use. What more? Well, this machine is a quite complete, let's say, from the engineeristic point of view, is a complex machine that offers powerful features, but as well is easy to be handled because this machine, let's say, have a lot of active and passive control over the user operations. So the machine has safety, security for sure, also has a lot of active control to make, you know, like user-friendly the machine. So you have the identification of the key blanks if you use the correct one or a different one. So you won't make any damage to the machine. You control if you use the correct adapter, to perform the correct work on a key duplication. So let's say the machine assists the user and offer a lot of fantastic features. While now I don't want to annoy you with words, but I really ask my colleague Massimo to go through to these features. And again, I remember you that there is a live chat. If you have any question, just make your questions and we will answer live during the time we have together today. Yep.
Okay,
let's go.
We can start and move directly to the software of the machine. Okay, so this is the main menu of the machine. So the important, since the machine, like Andrea told you, work with the camera. Here we have the camera where you can put the key blanks, and there is the jaw to fix the key in the correct position, and then you just have to read the key blank. So just press on read, and you arrive in the second menu of the read, where you can select the key blanks you would like to read. So you have double bit mail, sorry, bit key mail, double bit mail, one bit single side, one bit female, and double bit female. On the second line, you have the rear stop or the pump key. Now I will show you to read one mortise key, and we have just to put the key blank in the reading department. Okay, so we just select the mortise key. The machine here make a preview of the key, so you can have the preview image of the key you install in the camera. Then you just have to press on next. Now the machine is calculating the image to send the to the cutting menu. And now we arrive in the cutting menu. Here in the cutting menu, you can see what the machine elaborate to move from the picture to the cutting procedure. And here you have the image of the key you would like to cut. If you can see, you see also in the key, and this means that the machine automatically during the reading make also the symmetry, calculate the symmetry of the here on the bottom side. You have some icon that I will explain later. Now I would like just to show you that if you press on modify, you can also work on the key to change some parameter or some tooth of the key. So now I will put another key with a broken teeth. Okay, now I read the key blank that we put in the reader, and you can see from the preview that this key is without one tooth, that the tooth could be bent or the tooth could be broken. And if the tooth is the machine will automatically put straight the tooth. If the tooth is broke, like in this key blank, if you press on modify, you can later work on the key blank. So in this case, I will enlarge the picture. You see that the first tooth and the latest should be the same, with the same higher. In this case, the first tooth is 1,029 cent of millimeter, and the latest tooth is 1132 millimeter. So we have to hide the last tooth like the first one. To do this, I have just to select the tooth, and then we press on plus, we can put the tooth with the same at the same level of the first tooth. If you can see 1329, and this one is 1333, so we can modify from 10 to 1 and return to the same put the tooth with the same higher of the first tooth. Then if you want in this window, you can also, if you press this icon, you can force the symmetry, or if you want also change the goal of the lock. But this I will show you in a second time. Now, when you are here, you can press on next, and you can cut. You arrive in the cutting menu, and you can cut the key. As well, this operation can do also another menu, that is the decoding menu that I will show you later. Here, when you are in the cutting menu, you can change the machine has the different speed of cutting, and you can change from brass to 3mm steel, 6mm steel, to nickel silver, to aluminum, and custom speed. So the customer can create also a customized speed. When the customer modify the speed or the material of in the cutting menu, the machine automatically will change the speed, the revolution of the cutter, and also will change also the speed of the movement of the axis. So for every material, the machine has the specific speed to cut correctly the key to prevent the life of the cutter. So for example, if you cut brass key, select brass. If you, for example, you cut safe keys, and the stem is 3mm or is 6mm, the machine, you can select the correct speed, and the machine automatically cut the key with the correct speed. Here you can see the jaw that you need to use to cut this kind of keys. This one is the icon that is not used on this in this kind of key, but if you, for example, use double bit keys, or you cut double bit keys and you have female keys, or if you have short keys that you can't close correctly in the jaw, you can use different adapter, and from this icon you can choose the adapter. So if it's female or short key, just press here to select the adapter, and then install the adapter in the jaw, and this I will show you this in a second time. And this icon is the icon to skip the fixed tooth. So if the key has the fixed tooth and you have to cut a lot of key, the machine will skip the fixed tooth and will cut the key. And this option you can use when you have a lot of key to cut. If you have a lot of key to cut, the machine here permit you to select the. So if you want to cut one key, two keys, three keys, four keys, or if you want, you can select directly 10 keys, press on and you can put the key that you cut. Then, if you want, the machine permits you to save the key in the archive, and so you can have the key in. So in this case, you can save, press on save. You can, for example, write the name of the customer or information you require. I suggest also the key blank reference, so you can have all the information you need. For example, a fast key, and is 1552, or we can put, for example, webinar, and then 152, and we can save the key. And this key is the machine will save the key in the archive. For example, returning to the skip of the tooth, if you press here, okay, this is not working. We can return on the home menu, and I will show you that the key that you saved before is in the archive, and here you can see all the information that you write before. So you can save who saved the key, the date and time, a note that you write, and then if you cut the key by reading, you just, or by decoding, here you have all the other information. Then you press on next, and you arrive in the modify menu. Just press on next, and you return on the cutting menu. If you want, the machine permit you to, for example, this key that has the broken tooth, or the broken tooth, you can cut the key in a different way. So instead to cut the key by read and select the key blank that you want to read, you have another option that this option you can search in the, and you enter in another window where the most that you can use, the most easier, are cylinder and blanks. By key blank is, if you know the name of the key blank, you can by key blank. Here we have the reference of Keyline, other key producer. For example, this one is the one S.p.A. You press on next. You have the two different cards. You select the correct card. You press on next, and you arrive in the Modify menu. And here, key that is damaged or with the tooth broke, you can press on decode. The machine will tell you to claim the original key in reading device and press on next. Decode. And now the machine will show you the decode key. And here you can see that the the tooth, the last tooth is the broken tooth. So in this menu, you can or work as before. So you select the tooth and you can increase the higher of the tooth to arrive till the first tooth, or you can force the symmetry. So you press this icon and you can press on the symmetry, front, rear, and automatically the machine will show you the yellow line. And if you can see on the screen, you have the black key and the red line. So the black means the key what machine read. Instead, the red line is that the machine will cut because you press on the symmetry icon. So you force the symmetry and the machine will check the first tooth with the last tooth, the second with the previous tooth, and make the symmetry to have the same key with the front rear symmetry. Then if you want, you press on next and you will arrive in the cutting menu. Then here in the decoding menu, and also have other option that if maybe the key was cut with a mechanical machine, and for example the length of the tooth is not correct, the machine will read the key and compare with the database that is in the machine. So the machine has all the card reference with the length and higher of the key blank. And if you press on decode, the machine will make also the correct length of the tooth. In this case, the red line and the black picture of the key are the same. But if you have one key that is cut with the mechanical machine, could be that the red line and the black image of the key are not on the same position. So the machine will cut the key with the correct information, of the card. Moreover, you have the option always, if you cut the key by decoding, that the machine permit you to modify, to cut the key original key, or like factory key, so factory information. So like a new key, a brand new key that you buy from the key. And to do this, you have just to press on the chain here. When you press on the chain, the software will connect all the teeth together. So if some option on some can you hear me now? Okay, maybe now is better. Oh. So if you press on the chain, you connect all the teeth together. So if you will work on the key, you will work on all the teeth. So, like I told before, the machine permits you to decide to cut the, the key like a copy of the key or like a new key, like a key buy from the producer. In this way, how you have to use this function? Because could be that one key that is worn, if you cut the key with the factory parameters, could be that the key can't work correctly in the lock. So we have this function in the machine to permit you to cut the key or with the factory parameter, so like a new key, or like a copy of the key, but with the correct position of the teeth. So the teeth position will be in the correct position in the lock, but you can decide how to which higher use, or the factory higher, so like a new key, or make a copy of the worn key. To do this, just press on the arrow here, and if you press on the glasses, you will cut the key like a copy of the key. If you press on the card, you will cut the key like original key. So if I press on glasses, now you will see that here on the key blank, we don't have the number of the depths, but we have the different symbol, that is the symbol of the percentile. So this means that this key, if you press on next, this key will be cut like a copy of the key, but with the correct length of the tooth. If instead you press on card, you see that here you have the depth of the key, and you will cut the key like or an original key. Moreover, there's also another option that you with this machine, that is, if you press on this icon on the key, now I force also the symmetry to have the same key blank. If you want, you can pressing on this icon, you can change the gauge of the key blank. So instead to, for example, to put a new lock in the door, you can change the gauge on this key, change the gauge also in the lock, and you can create a new key blank. For example, I can select the second one with the third one, and automatically, if you can see, the machine has changed the position of the two teeth. So if you see, the red line now is in the opposite position of the black preview of the key blank. And you can press on next, and you will cut the new key. Okay. Then always from this menu, if the customer without key blanks, and you are to, then the customer is without key blank, and you are able to maybe open the lock and able to read the gauge of the lock, the plate inside the lock. From here, you can also insert the direct depths. So you can make your key reading the depths from the lock. You can press on symmetry. So when you insert the depths on one side, automatically the machine, the software will make the depths also on the other side. Then when you are in this menu, on the top line of the software, you have two icons, the star and the nodes. And if you press on the star, you can save this key, this card in your bookmark. So instead to search every time the key blanks or the cylinder name, you can save this in the bookmark, so you can easy and fast cut the key blank, the new key. So for example, this is fast key. It's fast 9 pins. We can press on next, save. We return pressing the house icon to home. We go on favorites, and here you have the key blank that you, the card, the system that previously you saved with the red star, the black star, sorry. Then you press on next, and you are in the cutting menu or the coding menu. So where you see that the star is black, means that this system, this key, is saved in the favorite. Moreover, you have also this icon that is the paper with the pencil, where you can save some notes. For example, if you have to use special keys, or to use always keys, or a note that you require, you can write this note. For example, use steel keys. You press on next. Steel customer information, yes. So you see that now the pencil is black. So that in case you have saved some notes in key blank. So you just press here, and you can see what the note that you saved previously. As I told you before, if you enter by search, you can search by key blanks, or you can search by cylinder. For example, this one is a fast key. Is a fast 309 9 levers. You press on next. And always you arrive in the same menu, so the menu of decoding or cutting by direct code. And here you can see that you have the black star, so means that is saved in your you have some notes to read on this key. Then we can decode the key blank. The functioning is the same of cut the key by key blanks. Also from here, you can save the key in the archive. So then we return on the main menu, archive, also the second key save, and here you can see if you save the key from the card, from the cylinder name, you can see also other information about the key blanks. Moreover, in this menu, in the archive menu, you have also the card maker, and this one is an important function of this machine, where the customer can create his new key blanks or his new card. So when you enter in the card maker menu, you have different options. So you can create your new card. You can create a card from standard. So this means that you can modify an existing card. Or, like I told you before, you can create a new card from zero. So just press new card wizard. You can select the key blank that you would like to create. So if it's single bit or double bit male, single bit or double bit female, rear stop as the mortise key, or like pump keys. And in this menu, you can you have to insert all the data of the key. So you have to insert the length of the beat, the higher of the beat, the stem, every information to create the new key, and of course also the steps and the depths. Okay. Now I will show you how the machine works. The one key blank in the machine, we have installed the mortise, and before it goes to cut, the machine will check also if the transponder is the jaw is the correct one, because in the jaw we have one transponder, so the machine will check by the transponder if the jaw is the correct one. So now I install the key blank. Just press on cut, and the will cut the key. In this case, just to show you better how the machine is working, we remove the the carter of the machine, but obviously the machine is with the shield. You can see the machine is completely automatically to do everything, and also if you cut double bit keys, the machine will turn automatically to cut the second side. And this one is the result of the key. Then on this machine, show you this machine with the mortise jaw, but obviously we have a different kind of jaw. For example, we have the jaw for the abloy keys, the jaw for the abus key, then we have for the tibe, for the double bit, the double bit for we call German double bit, that is the stem a little bit bigger. And on this machine, of course, you can cut also key with a long. You can remove one side of the shield. And just another thing, if there is a protected system like Broy Novel or a Broy Protect, if you enter cylinder and you go on Abloy, here you can see that we have the Abloy Novel and the Abloy Protect are not usable because this key blank, this system is protected, so you need the authorization from Abloy to cut this kind of keys. And of course, you need also a special jaw to cut this kind of key blanks. If there are some questions.
Okay, now we start reading the questions. Can you hear me well? So let's start from the first one. Question. Can the Sigma Pro cut also cast iron keys?
Yes, the machine can cut different kind of material, because like I show you before, if you go in the cutting menu, the machine permit you to change the different kind of material. So for example, you can cut brass key and also 3 millimeters steel or 6 millimeter steel. So the machine automatically will change the speed of the cutter and also the speed of the movement of the axis. So you can cut different kind of material.
Question. Can I design my personal cutting card?
Yes, as I told you before, there is on archive, there is the card maker function where you can create your new card if the card is not in the machine. You can modify an existing card. For example, there is one new cutting system that is the same of a system that is inside the machine, and just change some depths or some steps, you can modify an existing card. So we can create different kind of cards.
Question. Is there any length limit of the key to be cut? For example, for hidden wall safes?
No, because the shield, in the shield, you can remove the left side of the shield, so you can insert the key that you need to cut, because there's no length limit in the cutting in the cutting procedure, and also in the reading procedure, because you can remove one part on the reading department. So you remove this tool, you open the shield and you can read also key with the long stem.
Okay, another question. What about Zamac material?
Zamac material, you can create your customized speed, and also we can also suggest to change the cutter with the specific cutter to cut Zamac keys. So changing the cutter and create a customized speed, and you can cut Zamac key without problem.
We have another question. Can you please explain the jaw detection through transponder?
Okay, I will show you. In the jaw, there is one transponder that is here. And every jaw, sorry, have different transponder inside with different code. And on the machine, there is here, this one, the antenna. So the antenna read the transponder, recognize the code that is in the transponder, and know that is the correct jaw. If it's not the correct jaw, the machine stop and tell you to change the jaw and correct jaw in the machine.
Can the Sigma Pro cut the keys with a plastic stem?
Yeah, the machine can cut with a plastic stem, like I show you the fast key that has the plastic stem, because we cut this key without the electrical contact.
If you have any other questions, if you can please write. There is a comment, but it's not a question. I'm gonna read it anyways. Boda Bloy 2011 original key are made in Zamac. And if there are any other questions, please just write it. Are the most common jaws for the Sigma Pro?
It depends from the market, because from for example Italy or Germany, there is the double B jaw is the common one. For example, England or North Europe, the common jaw is the mortise one. Then depends of the customer which key cut. For example, if cut a lot of Tibe key or a lot of Abloy key, the customer should have also the Tibe jaw or the Abloy jaw. But this depends from the market.
Okay, looks like we have. When is the next software update planned?
The next update should be on for the half of June. So 1 month more or less.
Okay, if there are no other questions, we'll let if you have any comments on improvement on the machine, you can send us an email at info@keyline.com. Now I let Andrea De Faveri and Massimo end the meeting.
back.
Yes.
So, well, thank you for your attention. Somebody of you probably have some headaches, but believe me, once you see, oops, sorry. Some problem, low battery. Can you hear me? Yeah, it was on. Some problem, technical problem with the microphone. Well, I was telling you, you may have some headaches. Who is not expert with machines like this, but believe me, once you put a hand on this machine, it's really user-friendly, very easy to use. In few minutes, I would say you can dominate and control the machine. So we have seen a lot of nice features. Archive, building a key from code, building from lock, from an original. So making a lot of job with this machine, not only the copy. Beside the fact that this machine is completely automatic, so it's like having an employee in the shop that got the key for you. What more? Well, any other questions? Please feel free to contact us. info@keyline.it. Just look in our website. You can download the leaflets of this machine. And please remember, this is very important, that there is a quite interesting promotion for this machine. So if you have any thought about this, please contact our reseller in your country that you can have a good deal on this masterpiece of technology. I think that's all. For instance, I just remember you the appointment for next week at 3:30 Italian time. So mind the different time from different countries. So next Thursday at 3:30 in the afternoon, there will be the webinar with the Ninja Total. So we're looking forward to meet you there. And thank again for the attention.
Bye.
Bye-bye.